Good morning. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. No, I think your microphone is on. Oh, you're still connecting. Your internet connection is not very good.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, you hear me now?
yes, I can.
Okay, excellent. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well, and you?
That's great. That's great. Same here.
Um, what did you say we were going to talk about today?
Well, we were to speak about future projects, right? Things to do and what you got on the go and what I can offer you and the current jobs you have in your projects.
Okay, can you be more specific? What type of jobs? Construction jobs,
Yeah,
business
construction
job?
jobs. I do interlocking, right? So
Okay,
I have a small interlocking business. We deal with sod installation as well. We build retaining walls, driveways, patios, walkways, right?
okay.
So anything in the landscaping, that's what I do. I also do indoor construction as well. I do flooring, a little bit of drywalling, taping, um, bathroom renovation, and kitchen renovation.
Yeah. Your name is Ahmed?
Yeah, I'm in Sean Haywood.
Okay. You know
Yeah,
you just scared the living jeebies out of me, right?
I did. How was that?
I know you meant all that as a positive statement, but it was not perceived as a positive statement
Okay,
because you're coming across as jack of all trades and master of none,
okay,
right?
right.
Um, when I started my first construction business at 17 years old, I started by doing basement apartments,
Okay.
income producing basement apartments. And I tried to do exactly the same thing you're trying to do, landscaping one day, bathrooms another, painting, and it doesn't work. Trust me, after 40 years, it doesn't work. Okay.
Okay.
You have to specialize and your people have to be the experts. I mean, the experts, not in the world, but certainly in your city, um, in terms of one thing. Okay.
Okay.
You have to be known for being the expert at one thing, whether that's bathrooms or laying sod or whatever that is,
Yeah.
before you expand to other things. And those other things should be completely separate.
Okay.
Okay. How many employees do you have?
Currently three.
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, and what's your most profitable product? What have you been making the most money at?
Interlocking.
The interlocking. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have a landscaping company in the Hamilton area. We're trying to expand to the Toronto area.
Okay.
Um, and we want to do concrete stamped driveways and interlocking driveways as well.
Okay.
Um, so maybe we can connect you with them.
Yeah.
What kind of equipment do you have?
I have a Bobcat. I have a mini excavator, right? And then I have for like to remove the sod. I have like a really go like a small machine to remove sod. But
Okay.
everything that's needed, whatever is needed to do a job,
I know
I
you
have
can
it.
rent. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, but keep in mind when you rent stuff, your prices go up, and if it's not available, then you're delaying the job and so on. It's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Uh, and that's why you should only focus on one thing. That way, you have the equipment, you have the people trained to do it, and you get it done the first time. No delays, no overruns on budget, and stuff
Well,
like that.
well, the reason why I give those lists of things, what I do is also work
So it's
experience.
not
Also,
it's
it's
not
also, and then again, landscaping is seasonal, right? So on my off time, that's what I would do, right? Is go indoor like most guys, right?
Right.
Some guys they do snow removal. I don't do snow removal, right? At one point I did, but I didn't like it, and I didn't have the manpower and the support, so I had to stop it, right?
Okay. So, Ahmed, can I interpret what you just said?
Yes.
I'm trying to be your friend. I know you think that I'm giving you a hard time. I'm giving you a hard time because I'm trying to help you.
And I'm willing to listen.
Okay.
I'm listen, I'm willing to.
What I just heard is Leo, after I ruin my reputation and credibility, then I tell them about these other services. But don't ruin your reputation and credibility, because if you're trying to get me to hire you, don't destroy our relationship first, then try to convince me I should hire you,
Okay, you're
right?
right. You're right. Absolutely right.
Okay, because I'm sure you're doing the same thing to other clients, and now you're wondering, why am I busy? Because when I started my first construction business at 17 years old, I made my first million before I was 25 years old.
Okay.
Okay. There's a ton of money to be made in the construction industry when you do it the correct way.
Okay.
Okay. A ton. You should be making a ton of money right now. You should not be coming to me looking for jobs. You should be turning down 9 out of 10 jobs and choosing the best ones.
So, what do you think that I'm doing wrong? Based on a few sentences that I've said to you already,
Okay.
what could you interpret it?
Well, your trust foundation sucks.
Okay.
Okay. You probably have, no more than 5 reviews when you should have 300 or 1,000 reviews,
Okay.
right? Your website's not working for you, because if it was, you would not be on this call. You would be too busy.
Right.
Okay. You're not using leverage tools. You're not using business tools. Okay. Now that's all I can see from nonverbal communication. Your
Okay.
nonverbal communication is working against you, is pushing people away. So here
Okay.
you are, you're working so hard trying to find people. At the same time, you've got 10 bulldozers pushing people away. It's not a good thing to do.
Okay. So,
Okay.
what changes would I have to make?
That's like saying, Leo, tell me everything you've learned in the last 40 years.
Well,
Let me help you. Let me help you. I've got 500 videos on my YouTube channel that talk about all this stuff.
okay.
Okay. So if you want to talk about branding and differentiation, copy and paste my name to YouTube and then search branding or differentiation or how to find employees or how to find profitable clients.
I've tried everything, Leo. Believe me, I've
Okay.
tried advertising. I even tried the
But
handing out
again, okay,
flyers.
let's deal with one thing at a time. You've tried advertising. And the same thing as I said a few seconds ago, you're paying for advertising. Then what's the first thing they're going to do? They're going to look you up online. And that's when you start pushing them away in truckloads.
Okay.
Okay. You can't do both. Either you attract them and you keep them and they see your trust foundation and they see you as being overqualified and say, I have to work with this guy. Or you're saying, run away from me. Okay.
Okay.
You got to choose. But in order to say, I'm in order for your trust foundation to say, I'm the top person you want to do business with, okay, you can't say that because nobody's going to believe you. So it's got to be said by third-party endorsements, by testimonials.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, how would I keep you from running away from me? Because I'm pretty sure I set off a bad impression already. So now, what would I have to do now in order to keep you from running away from me and giving me an opportunity to do one or two jobs?
Okay. Well, fortunately, it's not too late because we need people like you.
Okay.
Okay. And you're not going to be working for me. You're going to be working for one of my clients who is that construction, landscaping construction company.
Okay.
Okay. And they're young guys. We're designing a multi-million-dollar business for them. They're in a similar situation to you are. They have a full-time job. They both have full-time jobs. And they're going to keep their full-time jobs because they need their salary to pay their bills.
Yeah.
And they're going to work part-time to run their construction landscaping company.
Yeah.
And they need people like you as subs to do the odd jobs here and there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm going to connect you with them because instead of renting a Bobcat or a small front end loader, they can use yours or they can hire you instead of renting them. Right.
Right.
Okay. So this is what we just talked about is what we call a trusted circle. Okay.
Okay.
You should be connected with 50 or 100 business owners, successful business owners that can refer you work. That's called the trusted circle. Most people have one or two, but you need 50 or 100.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't have none, so
Okay. Thank you for your honesty, but
yeah.
you need to start using leverage tools, business tools.
Okay.
How long have you been in the construction industry?
I with the interlocking, I would say like 6 years, but I've done like paving, I've done like I worked for bridge cleaning, right? So I worked for a company called Centennial Construction. They're
Okay.
by Western Road and 401 area, Western Road and Finch
Okay.
area. I worked for them for quite a bit. And then the last 6 years, I started my own interlocking company.
Okay. What I would like you to
So
do,
I would say to answer your question, I would say 10 years, 10
10
years in
years.
construction.
Okay. And I'm sure you know construction is the most profitable industry consistently since 1920. I'm sure you know that.
Yes, I do.
Okay. But you're not making the money, correct?
I'm not making what I should be making. Correct.
Exactly. So your mindset, I know this is painful, but also keep in mind, I have 6 business advisors.
Yeah.
Okay, so I know what painful is. Every Friday, I have to stand in front of my panel and explain to them how my companies are doing, and they hold me accountable. Okay, so I understand how painful that is, but it's a necessary process because if you're not accountable to anyone, you're not going to produce anything. And now you understand why you're in the position that you're in. And once you start understanding what you need to do, then you can start seeing, the money you could be making. Does that make sense?
It does. But sometimes, it comes with support too.
Yeah,
Having a,
yeah,
right? If you don't have the support and you're trying, you end up still failing a bit,
yeah.
right?
So listen to me. The young guys that I'm going to introduce you to,
Right.
support them. They will support you.
Right.
Okay. Even though about a month ago, I asked them to start a networking group. I even created the networking group for them.
Yeah.
They're shy and they haven't done it. They need to
Okay.
have 50 successful business owners before in them work, right?
Yeah.
They understand they need to do it, but they haven't done it. Yes, they have full-time jobs. Yes, I asked them to read a lot of books. Yes, but you should be working. I'm going to ask you to work, 16 to 18-hour days, 7 days a week for 12 months. So next year you can have a good life.
And that's what I want because right now, living day by day, trying to figure out how I'm gonna make ends meet, right? Because my business being so slow, right? Now, last year I made a little. I wasn't working a lot, but I made a little over 100,000, which is nothing, right? But it's still something, right? But this year I wanted to to make more, but as of now, it hasn't been happening the way that I wanted it to be, right? So I'm trying to make different changes to see what would work, right? So that's pretty much what's happening with me, and this is something that I do full time. So it's not like I have another job where I have other income coming in.
Okay, I got it. Okay. So what you have to understand is that influence is the new currency. Okay, repeat
Okay.
that. Repeat that for me.
Influ- Influences is the new currency.
Influence is the new currency. Okay.
Influence
So,
is the new currency.
right. So what that means is even if you have $1 million in the bank account and you try to buy clients with $1 million, you're going to get limited results. Okay. Because most people understand that you're trying to market to them, you're trying to sell something to them, and they're going to ignore 90% of that $1 million. Okay.
So how do you get the 10%?
Influence is the new currency. Okay. Let me explain what that means. And again, search that on my YouTube channel because I'll go a lot deeper on the YouTube channel. Okay. When the Kardashians, who are the Kardashians?
They're like a social media influencer. Like they have the different brands and
Right.
different
What are their
things.
skills? What are their skills?
What would That's a good question. What are the
Right.
skills?
Okay.
Marketing,
No, it influence. That's all it
influence.
is. Khloe Kardashian, one of the nieces, right?
Yeah,
She lent her name to a makeup company. She sold her 50% shares in the makeup company for
$1 billion, right?
$500 million, right? And what are her skills? She's pretty and she knows how to be on camera. $500 million that's worth. Okay, so how
Okay.
much of that is worth to your landscaping business? And how much have you done in the last 30 days to get that influence? I'm not expecting an answer. I'm expecting you to think about this.
Yeah.
Okay. I this morning I started a group, not a group. I manage 10 different groups. One of the groups has about 350,000 construction owners, workers. And I just started a post this morning that I want you to go find, and I'll send you the link about this exact topic, about chat, chatting with other people so you can find the other 50 companies that are going to refer you business.
Okay.
Okay. So you're going to give up Netflix unless you're going to watch Dragon's Den and Shark Tank or other homework assignments that I'm going to give you to do on Netflix. One of them is how they turned a red paper clip. I usually have one. They traded a red paper clip for a fish-shaped pen. They traded the pen for something else. I forget what it was. They kept
Yeah.
trading up until they ended up with a house. Okay. These are called leverage tools.
Yeah.
Okay. Bartering is something you should be doing for your business. You should be getting free advertising in exchange for, a driveway or a bobcat or a truck or whatever it is. You should be trading your services. Okay. Because trading, you're always going to get better value. Okay. And that's another video you should watch. Okay. But
You just taught me something so like I never heard that in my life.
yeah,
You just trading for your services.
yeah. Keep in mind before money, we used to trade our chickens for tomatoes and our
Yeah.
tomatoes
Yeah.
for corn and our corn for
Yeah.
sex workers or whatever that was. There was
Yeah.
no currency at the beginning.
Yeah.
So then cash came in, but cash is obsolete. Even banks don't want cash anymore. Okay. So the
Yeah.
new currency that's relevant to you is influence. Okay. you've got to have the trust and the credibility when you say, do this, Mrs. Client, or do this type of driveway, Mrs. Client, or do this type of sod, Mrs. Client. They're going to listen to you because they now know that you have, 100,000 followers. Okay. You need to have trust. If people are going to sign a contract with you, is because they trust you.
Yeah.
They need to know who you are and what you stand for. Okay.
Yeah.
So influence is the new currency. So I'm going to drill that through into your head. So you need to start working on that. Okay.
Okay.
And I want you to work, 18-hour days. If you're not, managing jobs and you should have employees, you should never work with these. Trust me, never work with these. You're wasting your time. Okay. You're wasting your time. When I started my construction business, how long did I work with these?
How, that's a good question. What, 10 years, 15 years? How long did you
No,
work with your hands?
no, 50 minutes. 50 minutes. Watch that video and tell me the circumstances, why was 50 minutes. Okay. And leave comments everywhere. Everyone needs to know who you are. And by the way, what is your company name? And
Well,
sorry, I have a hard stop. I have another meeting in 3.5 minutes.
that's okay. So originally, it was called the Haywood Group, but I changed it to King Castle Construction just as of recently.
Okay, why?
I wanted a fresh
How
start.
much research did you do on those names before you started them? Because a business name, and again, this is another video you need to watch about branding differentiation in business names, because the right business name is worth $100 million, and those are not the right business names. Stop promoting the wrong business names.
Okay.
Okay, so watch the video about the subliminal messaging as it relates to your trust foundation, as it relates to your branding and differentiation. Okay.
Okay.
Because today I'm going to do another video about how to influence people. I mean, what do cults have to do with business? Have you done any research on cult leaders?
I haven't done, but I know of them, but I haven't done any research.
Okay, but think about this. Cult leaders have the charisma and the skill to get people to kill themselves and to do stupid things.
Silly things, yeah.
Right. So imagine using that in your branding, differentiation, and subliminal messaging in your marketing, and how you can grow your company to $5 million, $10 million. Think about that, right?
Okay.
They have skills that you need, but use them for the good, right?
Yeah.
Use it to help people, but they have skills that most business owners don't even know exist. Okay. I know this stuff is mind-boggling.
It's like brainwashing.
Yeah, but in the positive note, right? You're asking people to improve their lifestyle using subliminal messaging, and in subconsciously they're going to say, that sounds right. I don't know why that sounds right, but that sounds right. I'm going to do business with this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. So you have a lot of work to do. Send me messages, ask to connect with the other company. I will connect you guys, and we'll talk again soon.
Okay. All right. Take care. Have yourself a good day.